Hello Aries, welcome to your July 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Aries. And before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing and sign up for my newsletter because there's lots of good stuff that comes your way every week, and you get a free meditation when you sign up for dealing with family. And that is in the description box. All of the decks that I'm using are listed in the description box as well. I'm going to lay this out and then we will get started. Okay, let's start with your oracle cards. First thing, we have gifts from the past. Okay, so this could be many things. The main thing that's coming up is like skills. So this is looking like a compass to me, that little device down there. And so there's something about how you're making decisions or how you're choosing or how you're aligning yourself. There's something that's rising back up from past experiences, past lessons. And so don't think of it as a literal recreation or materialization of the past. Don't go there with it. It's more about gifts from what you've already integrated. It's like you already have the blueprint is the main thing. So now your compass is really, really sharp based on the gifts from your past. So it seems like the way that you're navigating now is very, very different in July because it's full integration mode. So you have that to look forward to. And then we have listen. Listen to your intuition, listen to your body, listen to the subtle cues. And this is a time for quiet and internal reflection, more so than actively like blasting your voice into the world. So there's just a lot of ebbs and flows with that, but I'm getting, if you listen, you're going to get a lot of clarity. And then we have restriction. Limitations may actually be creative opportunities. Choose helpful constraints to make the big idea real. Don't be fooled by others' limiting beliefs. Okay, so if something isn't working or you're in a jam or you're not getting something that you want, really ask yourself, like, what are you impatient or wanting things to move in that direction out of alignment, out of ego? Is there something that maybe you're still needing to work on or work through that, you know, the restriction could be helping you with? It could be serving you in terms of mastering new skills that you may not have had previously, not been able to develop. There's some refinement that has the potential to happen here. So again, there's a lot of internal tweaking that's happening. Don't look at restrictions or limitations or things getting stalled out as bad or punishment. The central energy for you is the Four of Wands. So this is your nest. This is home. This is you feeling comfortable, having a reason to feel safe. So that's what this is highlighting here. It's just the feeling at peace within your body, within your physical space. And perhaps that's what you're moving towards. Like, is this something that you've already done and so now you're just able to relax in July? Or is this something that you're actively cultivating? But either way, home is where the focus is for you in July. Now let's look at what's shifting out for you. King of Pentacles. Okay, let me clarify this. Two of Pentacles. I'm feeling called to ask you, and this is something that you'll reflect on, is this about how you're making decisions regarding someone that you're calling into your space? That could be shifting. Like the Two of Pentacles is wishy-washiness. It's saying one thing and doing another. So there's a lot of hms and ha's, which makes your attractive energy less clear, less potent. So the reflections are going to be distorted if that's what you have going on. On the other hand, you could be shifting out a lot of rigidity, because the King of Pentacles, when I'm looking at this, it looks very, very fixed. It looks like this is the only way. And when there's hyperfixation on things needing to be a specific way, it's like that's where it's going to clog up the works. And so I'm just getting that there's either the type of relationships that you're calling in, what you're embodying, and kind of what you're asking for and what you're holding need to kind of sync back up. And so there's a lot of reflection, there's a lot of moving pieces and parts for that. Or this is the part of yourself that is overly fixed on things needing to be a specific way, and it getting into being overly rigid. So be careful with that. These two cards right here are what is surrounding you in July. Four of Cups. Let me pull the other one first before I read this. And the Magician. Okay, so this is very clear. The message is very simple, very clear. If what you find yourself creating and calling in keeps showing up as no, 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 do some investigating on that. Because it could be many things. It could be that you're making yourself overly available, like you're not being specific enough, and so you're not getting exactly what you want. It could be that you're entertaining things that don't resonate with you, and so there's actually no space in your environment for the right thing to show up. It could be that you're already full and there's somewhat of a need to turn things down because you're already filled to the brim. And when you don't have any more space, that's actually what you need to create. You have to create a little bit of wiggle room so the new opportunity, person, place, thing can actually arrive. So if your space is full, if your environment is full, if you're energetically full and there's nothing left, that is where you want to start looking. Or if you're getting things that really don't resonate and don't feel like they're aligning with you, the Four of Cups is a call to still take responsibility for that and just be curious with it, not demonizing it or making it bad, but just saying, this is interesting, I wonder what this is about, and being open to answers from that space, being open to the ahas and your intuitive hits as a result. There's a lot of really potent manifestation energy around you in July, so take advantage of that. This is a great time to vision board. This is a great time to engage in more manifestation activities if you don't already do that. But know that the creative power is really intense, and it has to do with this feeling of safety, security, or maybe the dream of safety, security. This is like an anchor point for you. The Four of Wands, that celebration frequency, that safety frequency is really powerful in terms of your creation. So just notice what is either kind of making you feel like you want to repel it or reject it or say no to it. And also notice what is cluttering your space, or do you actually have space? And then this is the oncoming energy. We have Knight of Cups. For many of you, if you are manifesting partnership, obviously, the Knight of Cups is a nice, emotionally available energy to have come into your space. I'm going to clarify this one as well. And for others of you, this may be clarifying your feelings, getting really grounded and rooted in, this is how I want to feel, this is what I'm making happen internally. So to clarify, we have the Daughter of Cups. Yep, so this is deep, deep sensitivity coming up here. It's aligned integrity. It's a lot of sweetness, a lot of vulnerability coming off of both of these cards. So Maybe it's you, maybe it's another person, but either way, the evolution is in how you're doing emoting. So, but that's going to play a role in the type of people that you attract, and it's also going to play a role in how your relationships evolve. So pay attention to how you're emoting and what emotions and emotional processing you're doing, how you do it, all that good stuff. So let's see. We're going to do a 3-card pick now. So you can pick a card, any card. Okay, card number 1. 8 of Wands. Keep moving. Keep going. Don't get bogged down in details or minor things. This is kind of like you need to keep rolling through. Allow the clouds to pass and just float, because this is a really intense, fast-paced card. So let it be just that. Let the current carry you. And then card number 2, we have the 4 of Wands. Again, this is really where you're getting your vision from. What I mean when I say that is if you're feeling safe, if you're feeling secure, if you're feeling anchored, if you're feeling grounded, then you actually have all of this room and all of this energy to pour into your vision. And so these things are going hand in hand, like the anchor point and the ability to see beyond where you are in the moment. It's just a matter of getting grounded, and once your body feels safe, it's easier to access that third eye space. Because if your body is feeling fear, terror, pain, like if that's something that you're in all the time, it's going to dull your intuition and your vision, because the priority becomes the physical body. So I'm not saying any of those experiences are bad or wrong or anything like that. Whatever you're experiencing is fine. But if you're wondering, how do I access like my vision, my manifestation type vision, so to speak, or my ability to see my next steps and problem solve or dream up my next level, the answer would be go to creating a pocket of security of some sort. Okay, and then card number 3, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of overconsumption is the word that's coming up here with the 7 of Swords. It's like taking too much. So I would reduce, declutter, really eliminate all of the stuff that's getting in the way of what you want or what you are saying you want. There might be a discrepancy between what you're saying and doing. So you need to audit that. And I'm also getting in July, or whatever the situation you're asking about is, you need to look at consumption patterns, look at what you're taking in, how much, in what space you're taking things in, and do an audit of that in order to get more data. You won't know exactly what's going on until you do the audit first. So just ask yourself those questions and see what happens. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing and sign up for my newsletter. More good things to come. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful July, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.